my cottage and fairies. Hope you're all doing really well. So, last week's video wasn't meant to be last week's video. I just forgot to film an intro. So, this week's video is technically last week's video. Sorry. All it is just an update. So, obviously I was away for 3 weeks, so it's what I came back to. I don't think I've done any water changes before I done the videos. I can't remember now. So it's just a little update on how everything's doing and anything that happened when I was away. So I hope you enjoy the video. It is only a short one. Next week's video is going to be about this tank up here. Not that one, that's not finished. So next week's video we're going over this tank, and then there's some other changes as well that are happening. So hope you enjoy the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them in that box down below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. Catch you later. So as I said, we was going to do an update video. This is the display tank in the hallway. As you can see, everything's doing fairly well. Both Gouramis getting along fine and out and about. The Harlequins up at the top there, absolutely fine. You might notice that the shrimps have had a bit of a population boost lately. So there's 3 there. They're normally hanging out on the mosses and in the moss, so it's sometimes hard to see a lot of them. But there's definitely a lot more. It's going to be hard to pick up on the camera, but there are quite a few of the baby assassin snails as well. There's an adult there, but the baby ones are absolutely tiny. And then most of the rummy nose are doing fine. I did lose some of the newer ones. I just think that's where the automatic feeder was left on the lowest setting. I just think they got out-competed from food, because you can see how skinny the newer ones are. So I'm feeding a lot more food now and smaller foods as well, and they seem to be doing a lot better. On to the next tank. So I'm here at the frogs tank, so as you can tell they've just been fed. That's bloodworm and beef heart, which they get once a week because it's quite a high protein. But you'll also notice there's some little shrimps in here. These are not food. They are ones that I pulled from my other tank where I've got the red cherries. These were starting to revert back to more of their natural colour, as you can see there. It was cleaning the frog. So I pulled them out. They've been in there about a week. There's about 7 in total that I pulled out, and the frogs haven't eaten them. So apparently shrimp are friends, not food. They generally hang out mainly on the moss that's on the coconut. I just thought I'd give you a little update here. The 2 other frogs, there's one hiding under here, barely make out its belly, and there's one just there, right near the shrimp. This is the second batch of killifish fries. I've kept these to get that a little bit bigger so you can get better colour on them before I then take them to the shop. They're just being fed today on some krill gel food. They seem to like it, not so much as proper frozen food, but they'll still eat it. So I will put a darker background on both my fry tanks. That's about the only change that's happened here. And then this one over here, this is the younger fry tank. Again, these are killifish fry. This is the 3rd lot, although they're just a wee bit younger. There's some smaller ones in there as well. And they're just being fed on the same food. That food is really good. It just breaks up into tiny little pieces, as you can see. There's little specks in there now, so everyone can get a bit. Here we are at the killifish tank. So I've come back and this one's got some problems. It's got some hair algae going on. Plants aren't doing well with it. I've taken a few things out that just need boiling basically to kill it all off. So, but this tank's getting a rescape, so I'm not that bothered because everything in it was pretty much going to go anyway. But all the adults are doing fine. There is a tiny fry in there that I need to catch out and put in one of the fry tanks. I don't know where he is right this second. Right, he's over at the back. There he is. Little fry. So he'll be caught and put in the fry tanks. But other than that, this tank's doing fine. And then if we just turn around, and we're at the goldfish tank. So everyone in here is absolutely fine. My plants seem a bit thinner than when I went away, so I think they've had a bit of a munch up. So I just need to get some more of them. But if you also look, I don't know how well it's going to come out on camera actually, on the rainbow shiners, they've got them blue speckles coming in on their backs. That's when it means they're actually ready to breed. So whether they do or not is different, but they're at least ready to now. But everyone else in that tank is getting along fine. The two smaller ones are now swimming about with the adults just fine, and he's playing in the bowls. So all's good for the tanks. Catch you later.